Doesn't seem bad. I'm just trying to get to a point. Motion blur is on. Hold on. Oh no, I don't want to go to the main menu. Just want to see if the motion blur being off makes much of a difference. I kind of like that better, honestly. The thing is, I'm not anti-motion blur. I think that some games do it terribly because it's there to kind of like mask certain things. But in some games, it just feels really unnecessary to have. And in other games, it actually works just fine and looks almost better with the motion blur. And maybe as the environments change, I might feel more like having it back on. But for now, we'll see. I did turn it down a little bit because the cinematic was very loud, but now it feels a little quiet. So I just leave it where it is, and I'll adjust on the fly if I need to. I'm just testing for sound levels. All right. The Metro game series is also an admittedly slow-paced shooter. See, I've played the first two Metro games. I haven't played anything past that, at least not yet. Um, but yeah, like I enjoyed Metro for what they were. Like the first one felt kind of um a little unpolished when it first came out. Like I know they kind of like redid the game later and gave it a lot of that polish because like I remember there was a lot of stuff in it that looked really silly at first, and I was just like, I don't know if I'm gonna really like this game. But the more I played it, especially after getting out of the beginning of the game, I was just like, I really dig the concept of Metro, especially when learning that it was like based on other stuff. And then by the time like the second game came out, I was like, okay, yeah, this is pretty cool. Um, Although I think I only ever rented them. I don't believe I ever owned any of them. Sick. Oh, I can sprint. Sort of. I'm turning this up in my headphones because it feels almost quiet to me, but then I know like every time something loud happens, it's going to be really loud. But I want to hear the atmosphere, you know? See our shadow. So we can go that way. Okay, that one looks like it's locked as well, so I guess we just go this way. Man, look at the detail in this. This is what you're supposed to like about the game, by the way, is just look at this fucking environment. This is it. This is this is the deal. Yes, very alien. Still need to continue Metro Exodus, put it off for a while now. Yeah. Was Exodus the most recent one? I think that's the one I haven't played. I think I own it actually. I'll probably play it eventually. Light. Aziz light. Yeah, that's smart. I mean, it worked, I guess. Okay. Alright, so I think that's where we're gonna get our little hand key thingy. Can I crouch? Doesn't seem like at least not now. I can sprint, and that seems to be about all I can do other than interacting with things at the moment. So we want to get this door open. And I think we need to interact with this, but first, I believe... Okay. Just have, like, you know, multiples of these in this little machine, apparently. Okay. Yeah, so if it's not already obvious, you know, by how... If you don't know anything about Scorn, this game is going to have a lot of body horror stuff in it, and my understanding is a lot of shit... Oh, I can see my dude. It doesn't, like, stay down. If I move myself, it kind of, like, jerks back up, but... There's a lot of shit that's probably going to happen to this character that's going to be rather effed up. Maybe other characters as well. Plus, you know, just the gore involved with killing the enemies that are in this game. So just be warned if you are in any way squeamish about that stuff. I think most of the audience that I'm familiar with here is probably not. But by the way, how does the stream look? I usually ask much earlier, but or is it running okay, sounding okay? Is my audio okay? That's something I should have asked a while ago. I keep not putting my mic quite as in front of my face as it should be, so I'm probably a little quieter than I should be sometimes, but looks and sounds great? Okay, good. I kind of just, like, started stuff up and was like, I hope it works, which, by the way, it didn't at first. It's like I was gonna start streaming, like, around, like, 10 o'clock or a little after. But there was a semi-recent update to OBS. It's the new version 28 instead of 27 point whatever. And right when it came out, a lot of people had numerous problems with it. It had a lot of bugs. I put it off from updating for a long time, but eventually I kind of had to, so I did. And then I was like, I hope I'll remember to check it out before I start streaming. And of course, I kind of forgot. So I looked into it a little bit this morning. I was like, I think everything looks okay. We'll see how it goes when I start streaming. And then I went to go start streaming. And then as soon as I hit the start stream button, it was just like, oh, your video driver doesn't support the NVENC, you know, encoder that you're using, that you've always used. It's like, of course it does. I've always used it. So it was like, please make sure your drivers are up to date. And thankfully, I was able to just update my video driver and it worked, but that shouldn't have even really been necessary. Like, it should have just worked by default because it's literally the same shit that I was already using. But yeah, all right, let's go. Let's see how we operate. Oh, I actually get to control this. Flashy. Okay, so I can choose. Unlock that. Pull this. Oh, sprint. Oh, it actually pauses if you stand in front of it. But yeah, I don't think we could lock that open. Okay. By the way, aside from, like, occasional, like, little mini spoilery things, I have really gone out of my way to not see anything about this game beyond the, like, promotional material for it and stuff. So I'm aware that there's a puzzle at the beginning that involves a choice. I don't think there's too many other choices in the game. But yeah, just be aware if you've watched anyone play the game or know anything about it. I'm still pretty blind with all this, so please do try to keep the spoilery stuff to a minimum. that I would normally need to ask. I know most of you already kind of know. Okay, that does something, but not... We need something to go under it, I guess. The game is running okay for me. Yeah, I'm gonna guess. Is it getting choppy for you guys? Or is that just in my stream feed? No? Okay. Probably, you know, as long as it stays okay on the stream, if it like hiccups at all on my screen, it'll probably hiccup a little bit for you guys. If it gets really choppy on my stream feed, that doesn't necessarily mean that the stream for you guys looks choppy. It's just what my feed is looking like because it's trying to look at a feed at the same time as playing the game. Also, hey Al, good to see you. How are you? I'm pretty decent. I'm kind of getting over COVID at the moment, or mostly over it, but that's not the reason I haven't been streaming for like 3 months. I've just been insanely busy, but I'm trying to kind of get back into the swing of things now. I'm still busy with work, but hopefully not quite so much anymore that I can actually start kind of getting back to it again. But yeah, no, it's really good to see you. How are you? How have you been? We'll let you know if shit gets choppy. Yeah, please do, since it's kind of hard for me to know. This is a big area. Because, you know, OBS is taking the priority, the game is probably running slightly less smooth for me than it could be, but it's not really running badly. I just noticed on occasion it gets, like, slightly hiccupy, but not in really, like, a bad way. So we're in front of this door again. This opens the door, and this like unlocks these locks, but we need to be able to do both at once. Going alright, just finished my master's course and now arranging for my return to work. Hey, nice. Congratulations. You're checking my page for activity earlier today. Yeah, there's been very little of any for quite a while. But like I said, I'm trying to change that again now. Okay. What up with you, buddy? Appear to be dead, I'm guessing. God, I love this shit. Like a lot of these little like bodies around here. What's this? Anything? No? It's like a little generator or something. Every interactable object in this game makes me uncomfortable. Yeah, I think that's going to be the theme in general. This isn't the kind of game I would touch if I was sick. Huh? Okay. I can interact with that, but I need to do something with it first. I think we need to put something in it. I don't think that thing by itself is going to do anything. I could be wrong. Is there another path for me to go down? I already feel slightly lost. Not because, like, I normally have good navigation, but number one, my brain is a little foggy these days due to the COVID, but number two, this place already feels kind of labyrinthian. And it's not even really that anything looks overly samey either. It's just sometimes the stream chops when you're in open areas and has to render a ton. So yeah, like if I'm like looking up at stuff, maybe. Um, I don't really want to mess with the settings too much. Is it like briefly choppy? Or does it really like get bad? I don't want to mess with stuff too much because it's really going to mess with the way that the game looks. So now it seems less smooth just doing that. It's weird. What the fuck? Now it's like really choppy. Does it just need a second to kind of acclimate itself when you're like going in and out of the pause menu? My stream feed also is like completely, it like paused itself entirely. No. It seems smooth now. For me at least. So it was like my stream feed crashed. I'm not sure if that caused it. I might have to like pause that too. I usually don't like to do that. I might pause my stream feed just so that it's not. Here, I'm just gonna do it, but hopefully I'll notice immediately if something goes wrong because I kind of count on that to let me know that the stream is running okay. Yeah, just so it's not taking up any extra resources. I mean, this game is very like visual, so anytime I walk into this like big open area with lots and lots of particles and shit, I'm sure it's gonna slow things down a little bit. Let me just we'll lower things a little bit. See how it looks at medium on some of these. I don't know. I feel like it doesn't really help Maybe we need motion blur to stay on. Oh my god, that looks so bad. This is my only issue with, like... I think we'll leave that at 60. Alright, I'm just gonna leave everything at high and hope that my, that my video card will just try to deal with shit, because honestly, like, turning these things down almost seems to make it worse, which is weird. But I'll try to go somewhat slow through these, like, super big areas so it doesn't get super choppy. Alright, so there's something else we gotta find, though. Can't get through that door. What's up here on top of the... I already feel like trying to upgrade my graphics card, but I have a 2070 Super. It's not like it's bad or anything. Whoa. Oh, I can change the tracks and shit. Okay, well, let me not do that yet, because I don't know what I would be doing it for. I need to find whatever it is I need to be, like... I think we need to push that little cart thing, this thing, along the track, but I feel like it's... There's obviously, like, a basin shape to this and a bunch of other shit, so there's, like, something I need to find. So let's go find it. Just gotta figure out which direction I'm supposed to be going. That way was a dead end. Oh wait, we never went up this elevator or down or whatever it is. Yeah, I'd like to get a, you know, a better video card at some point, but yeah, the 40 series is... Not only is it expensive, but I don't even know if they're compatible with my computer, because I don't know if you've looked at them, but they're fucking huge. Like, you would have to have, like, a pretty big case and motherboard, I think, to fit them half the time. Conquering, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. This cracked me with me just saying whoa. It wasn't very Keanu Reeves of me, but I could do better. I thought that was a hand coming out of it. I guess it's just like some busted up, like, apparatus. Probably just full ATX support in case. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of cases that are compatible and motherboards. It's just you're gonna need... I would need probably a different one, because I don't think I have enough room on mine, and it's not a small case or motherboard. But I have a fairly big heatsink on it, because I went with a fan instead of liquid cooling, because I didn't feel like fucking around with liquid cooling. Personally, I think that liquid cooling is good, but I also think it's kind of overrated for a number of PC builds. I feel like it's kind of a hassle, really, and not one that seems particularly worth it when it isn't necessarily going to do that much better of a job. Especially if you don't overclock your CPU, yeah. So frankly, I kind of prefer just getting like a big fan or series of fans that just happen to be whisper quiet. Now, sure, fans also wear out over time, but I mean, any PC components can wear out over time, so there's that. And to be perfectly honest, I've had this PC now since I started streaming. Like, I literally built it so I could stream, and it has not, that fan has not become shitty in the slightest since I've had it. Just imagining putting, like, my hands into something like this just to, like, operate a piece of machinery, or, like, you go to, like, start your car to go wherever it is you're gonna go. Was I supposed to do something there, or did it... It doesn't look like I don't have any control over that, so I need to figure something else out. Oh, I see. Oh, okay, this is actually like a little slidey boy puzzle, okay. Is that what we want? Or do we want like a specific one? Because there's like a couple that kind of look lit up. Can't go to the left with it. Maybe any of these would be fine, I have no idea. Hold on. This way. Can I go further? No. Pro tip, if you don't want to get dust in your fans, just block them off. Yeah, I'm sure that'll work. Okay, well, I don't think that worked. So let's find a different one. Let me just try that one, I guess, and see if that one will work. There's one with lit up eyes. Oh, you mean that one there? I mean, the thing is, like, they both kind of... The one that I put on there before also kind of had lit up eyes, so... I thought that one didn't... No, it wasn't going to work. But this one also has, like, a bottom one attached to it. So, like... Get this over. I'm not sure that I can. Let me just try the one that's there. Because we can probably, if nothing else, we could probably break some to get them out of the way. Okay, I just didn't like that one. Just kind of like testing them, like just to see if something will happen. The thing is, I can only move singular ones up here in the first place because, well, maybe this vertical one here I could probably fit up there if I can get it over, which maybe I can. I don't know. This is all going to be in the way. I feel like I'm just making this puzzle worse. The only thing about this one that's kind of weird. See, like I can move this one here, but that's as far as it's gonna go because it's the only place where there's that many connections. I'm just gonna have to like figure out a way to like get some of these out of the way if I want to try to see, like I can't move this up here. The only one that would at all potentially work would be the one that's like vertical. Let's try this one again. Play hell let loose and be lurky. Alright, no worries. I'm like fundamentally misunderstanding something, or the puzzle is just very extremely vague, perhaps. I wish that it would give me some sort of clue. Also that I wish that the game would run ever so slightly better. Thank you. It's like, I'm pretty sure this is what I need. I need to get this one of these little spheres. But, like, you know, it'd be one thing if I could just eliminate some of them. Let me just try this other lit up one again. Oh no, wait, that's the vertical one. Certainly a little bit on the tedious side. If I have to get this one over there. See, because this isn't going to work, but I want to see, like, at least she could, like, rotate them. You know, if you need to look for a hint for you. I don't know that a hint's going to help me very much. Like, I just need to get the right one in the space. I just need to figure out which one it is. And I'm not terrible at sliding block puzzles, but to be honest, like, I wasn't really paying attention when I started, and now I'm kind of, like, just trying to sort out exactly where I'm gonna need to put anything. It's like, there's just so many, like, doubles in the way that I need to figure out how to somehow get under or over this fucking thing. Which I, like, kind of can't without moving the thing here. So let's just do that. I don't even, the thing of it is that's annoying is that I don't even know if this is something I need to be doing. Getting you where I need you to go. That's not gonna work. I swear to God, if this ends up not being the solution, I'm gonna be a little tilted, maybe. Okay. We got the right one, thank fuck. It's a little man. We're sending him somewhere. Alright, I feel like that puzzle took me a lot longer than it should have, but to be honest, I wasn't sure if the lit up ones were what I was supposed to use. I mean, I assumed that, but then the one vertical one was just kind of a pain in the ass to get into place. I'm sure this game would run perfectly fine if I wasn't trying to. Yeah, because it's telling me my encoding is overloaded too. It's been a while since I've had to deal with this kind of issue. Settings. I could try lowering the bitrate. I don't know if that's going to do much or look very good for you guys if I do. Let me just try for a second. You guys let me know if it looks okay. What happened? I just did a very long sliding block puzzle, that's all. Let me just go back. I came from there. What was this way? Hey, my guy, how's it going? Okay, just another door. A little man went down a hole. Yes, that's the game so far. It still says encoding overloaded. I'm just gonna live with it and hopefully it'll be okay. I can tell OBS is struggling to run this game. Or to capture it, I mean. It is a visually taxing game, so I'm sure it's making my GPU work pretty hard. I'll try messing with the settings. I don't think I'll finish the game in one sitting since I'm only probably going to play for a few hours, so I'll try messing with the settings a little bit off stream just to see if we can get it to run a little bit better. I may have to lower the settings a little bit, which I'm not fond of, but although this game was sad to see it was divisive, but I guess people were expect different things. Yeah, I mentioned at the beginning of the stream that I don't quite understand how people thought this game was supposed to be Doom. Or anything other than what it's supposed to be, because really all the marketing for this game was very much just it's an atmospheric horror game. Like, yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, there were, like, you know, clips of shooting, you know, biomechanical weaponry at enemies and stuff like that, but it never really felt like any of that stuff was specifically the main focus of any of the clips or the marketing behind the clips. I mean, for the game. All right, I just heard him. Oh, he's up there. Yeah, maybe I just need to lower the resolution. I'm trying to play it in windowed mode. Hold up a second. Usually these things don't really run better in full screen. But if I don't have to tab out too much, it might run better. Let's go with like quality for the moment. It certainly looks smoother. Does it look okay to you guys? Let me turn my stream feedback on for a moment. Whoa, shit, that was... The only problem with running in full screen is it fucks with my OBS if I have to tab out. Yeah, see that I don't like. Alright, I'll just try not to tab out much. This is why whenever you're streaming, like, it's always a hassle if you have to run something in full screen with so many games, because it just does not cooperate well with when you're trying to run some other programs on the side, like OBS in particular. I think I need to do something else to get down to it, maybe? It still just controls the tracks. At least it's running like a lot more smoothly now. Like, I can tell the visual quality is not quite as like spectacular as it was before, but it still looks really good. So I'm fine with this. Hopefully it's all right for you guys. Did it ever end up giving you guys quality options? I'm assuming it probably still hasn't, and it's stuck in 1080p only. I wish Twitch would cooperate with me, but... How do I get you down, buddy? Did I just misunderstand something with this? Oh, okay. I just need to press use. I was trying to bring it up higher. I stream in 720 for people who might have worse internet. I prefer to stay at 1080 or perhaps like 900. But usually I try to enforce quality options so people can just use those. But for whatever reason, today it will not. No matter how many times I try to force it, it is not giving me quality options. Alright, so we need to bring you to some sort of apparatus. Hold up. I'm probably gonna have to mess with the tracks though. Let me scout a little bit. This is going this way. Which will take us to this room, which is a dead end, so we gotta fix that one. Switch it here, it'll take us to this room, which has the little ice cream scoop. And then, so if we switch it again, further. Actually go all the way back here. To the saw. I think this is where I'm going to take him for a couple of reasons. The saw looked way more brutal, but I'm willing to bet, because I know there's a choice, and I'm assuming the choice is between these, which one room that you take him to. I don't exactly know the result, but this one looked way more brutal, like it was just going to cut through whatever is put in there. But it also seems to be the one that's put really far out of your way, which makes me think that this is the one that I actually want to do. I wouldn't be surprised if they made the one that looked a lot less brutal actually be the one that is brutal, just to throw you off. But let's see. He's probably just going to get cut in half or something, but... So I need to change the tracks first. Safe to say anything and everything is brutal. True. True that. Just remember it's Saturday, which means snacks. Ooh, what kind of snacks? You mean that you're making some snacks? So we're just gonna switch. Wait, do we want to switch all three? Kind of looks like it's just going in a circle now, but maybe that's just because it looks a little. Let me put that back there. That gets you going that way, and then that one switched keeps you from going there. This will take you into there. I think that's right. Yeah. I think it would just be a circle. Maybe not. Maybe it puts you onto this one, but then that's not in the right direction anyway, so. Alright, come little man. Let's go. Oh, I gotta do a thing here. Okay. I'm not sure I quite understand why that was necessary, but I guess we had to bust you out of your egg a little bit. You look rather fused together, buddy. I'm sorry. Oh no, 1 hour, or technically a little more than that with all the restarts, but... We're just pushing our little kid stroller through the grocery store, nothing to see here. It's like, that's a lot darker than it needs to be, whatever's about to happen here. Hope you'll forgive me for this one, buddy. I don't exactly know what's gonna happen to you, but I think it's gonna be worth it. No, 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 no. One more time. Loading him into the friend chair, yeah. Okay, now it's letting me use it. It didn't want to let me do it the first time, so I thought I had to move it still. It seems so uncomfortable. Okay, but the saw's gonna cut into the back of the thing. I mean, it did look like it went pretty far down in the chair, so maybe it will just cut the thing off of him and not cut entirely through him. Let's see. Let's find out. Okay. You appear to be alive. Achievement unlocked 001. Assistance. It's like a newborn, except I have no idea how long he was in that egg for, so who knows. Okay, well, I'm not really able to do anything with you, so maybe you'll maybe you'll make your way. I think you need to help me open the door, so alright then. You gonna follow me? Wait, can he have one of these too? The machine does seem to... These machines seem to just kind of give multiples of these little hand key thingies, so... Come this way, buddy. Let's find out. He is slow. If you want to just hop back on the cart, I'd be happy to just push you along. Okay, that's what I thought. You're not gonna like me for this one either. But I guess if you want to be able to do anything in this place, you need one of these too. It wasn't so bad, right? Okay. I missed stuff back here too. What is this? Oh, no, it's just a circle. It's the same machine. What's this way? Oh, we're back at the door. Okay. I think we're done here. Can you give me a hand opening this? I don't know if you need to be on one or the other. Better hand than something else. Yeah. Homemade snacks I don't put a number of times per week limit on, but with bought snacks I do because of food prices. Chips apparently made from lentils, supposed to be healthier than potato chips. Sour cream and onion flavor. Nice. I guess you're going into this one because that's where you fell. Also, I did give you a hand thingy, so... And this machine requires one, so it only makes sense. I feel so bad. I'm just like... Let me just drag you this way. Alright, hold that steady for a second, please. There we go. Door's open. You coming? Can't interact with you, so I guess... Oh, his hand's like stuck like that. Maybe I have to go through. I'll come back for you if I can. I'm not gonna name you because I don't want to get attached. So much for that. His only flesh wound. He was the best of us. All right. Okay, well, we made it past the first couple of puzzles. That sliding block one was more... What are you doing now? Why are you gonna just move when I get here? That's weird. So what the fuck is going on here? Man, there's so many bodies. Do we need more baby men? We might. I mean... I wonder... Okay, so, like, these ones have a more deep... Like, just a different appearance in general. Like, I don't know if we're supposed to look like this. If the, you know, the little baby man kind of looked a little like this, but he was also, like, really fused together and shit. Like, maybe he was just more fresh in terms of the pinkness, but... I'm wondering just if this is, like, fully fallen civilization kind of thing going on here. Shit's gone awry, or if all of the beings here are just manufactured slaves or something. And I guess we'll see. Something for that. I'm loving this so far, though. This is exactly what I expected it to be. I don't mind if you know, the sliding block puzzle was a little extra vague. We got there eventually. Am I supposed to be able to go over there? I guess not. Seems vaguely ominous. Oh. doing? I don't know, but it's something. Well, so yeah, one with the glowy eyes was supposed to go in the slot, but there were actually like 2 or 3 with glowy eyes. It's just, it was the one with glowy eyes that was attached to another one. Why that one specifically, I'm not sure, but it was like the first one with glowy eyes is the first one I tried, and that was the one that it like broke open. And then maybe it was just 2 with like the glowy bits, but yeah, the other one was like attached to another. That was the one that worked. All right, so what did that do? We just opened. We opened a thing using. Oh, let's see. We can go up now. Misunderstood. All right, hold on. I don't know that we explored everything this way. That's a face. There's teeth, legs. That's like an arm. Maybe it's just me, but I see what almost could be like a corpse that fused with all the other shit around it. Very nice. Alright, so that just goes in a big circle, but was there anything else further back before I move along here? I'm sure that for most of these, it'll probably be like a number of puzzles I can complete before I'm able to move on. There's another one of those. Where's that? I guess that's the same one. Maybe I can do it more than once. This is some impressive fleshnology. Alright, that was the thing that we needed something for. Alright. I think maybe we've seen everything around here. Maybe not, but let's just go back. I'm glad they do give you a sprint button. I don't really want to sprint past stuff too much. But, you know, because I really want to be able to take in the details. But, like, once I've kind of taken them in already, I don't want to be, like, slow moving through stuff forever, you know? Before I go up, let me just check that machine again and see if I couldn't, like, do that again or something. Just want to be sure. I can interact with it. But it doesn't look like there's another thing to do. Alright, I'm going to leave it for now. I don't think I'm supposed to do anything else with it at the moment. Also mess with that again, but I think that opened. I wasn't entirely paying attention. I think it opened the way this way or something, but okay, never mind. That just sort of ends there. What exactly did this do? It installed that thingy, and then this came back off of it. this at all? I don't think so. Maybe there's something else I can do with this. This is tapped out for now, even though it does highlight. There must just be something else here. I mean, I'll figure it out, but just overthinking it and confusing myself. See, I thought maybe it had like opened a door or something like one of these, but kind of doesn't seem to have. Like, did it open that shutter? But if so, what does that get me? Because I can't jump. Alright, well, let's just look around some more, I guess. Not supposed to stand on anything. What do you want me to find here, game? Did I just, like... I can't interact with that. Is this something I can do? No? You know how I know how this facility is alien and not human? No boobs? You know what? That's not true. That's not true. I present thee with boobs. Exhibit A, Exhibit B. Gates closed. This should just take me back down. I think, you know, like, we need to find a tool or something to be able to interact with those couple of things. Unless one of them I could interact with already and I just didn't realize it. Decorating the place. The interactable stuff. I gotcha. You know, aliens can have boobs too. If they're, you know, mammals at all. Alright, I'm totally missing something. Because I've gone in a big fucking circle now. So, is there something else I'm supposed to do with this thing? Like, I see there's like an upper area, but I don't know how to get there. This is like the only thing I can interact with unless I want to go back. Maybe I'm supposed to just go back or something? I can't interact with, I can't take the thing back off of there. Moving that to either side doesn't do anything, and there's nothing else to interact with when I do. I should have been paying more attention when this opened, but it seemed I thought something had opened to the right over here, but if it did, like if those shutters weren't previously open, that hasn't really helped me at all because, and like I said, maybe they just were already, but all that seems to be over here is a ramp that leads to nothing. So I can't interact with any of this. So I'm sure there's something. I just gotta figure out what the fuck it is. Can I interact with you directly? Can't mess with any of those. Can't get on that. There's nothing over here, right? Just more closed shutters. I want to be clear. I don't mind at all when puzzle games like this, you know, that are relying on their atmosphere are vague. So long as I can figure it out eventually. My only concern is more, I don't want it to be boring for any of you if I don't figure it out right away. I'm usually pretty good at solving puzzles quickly, but in this case, it's not so much that the puzzle is hard, so much as I'm not really sure what it wants me to do in the first place. Like, I feel like I haven't even been presented with a puzzle. I just did a thing, and then now I don't know what else to do. Which is fine. I actually prefer when games don't just straight up hold your hand through stuff. I'm trying to figure out where to go from here. Okay, so there's two of these, like, switch thingies that I can't do anything with because I'm lacking whatever key or tool that I would need for it. I'm suspecting it's the little drill thing that they had in the various promo clips for the game. That's my assumption. I'm gonna try going back down because I don't know where else to go. Maybe nope, I can't do that either. Well, it had to have done something. I can't go in there. Boobs. The booba don't seem to be able to do anything for me either. Let me not go through there to get there this time. Let me just make sure there's not something like dead ahead. Okay. I went to this thing before, but I just didn't approach it from the right angle, I guess. Get your little umbilical cord out here. Okay. Now we're good. I can aim. So this thing has like pressure it builds up. Okay. Not so much a drill as a power dildo, I guess. I love the handle for this thing. That it's like this face, this organic little thing that you attach, because that was like one of some of the first like concept stuff they released was like, we have this biomechanical gun thing that attaches to different pieces and becomes other guns. I was like, I love that fucking shit. Sex machine gun unlocked. Also, Alexandria, sorry, I completely missed that you came in here. Your purple name blends in with Anna's. Probably gonna fall back asleep? No worries. It's good to see you. I'm happy to be streaming again, even if it's not gonna be for super long. It's gonna hurt me? Yep. That's what I thought. Hold on, I need to turn this down slightly. Or maybe just for me. Okay. So we need to open up the rest of these. There was one on the other side. Alright, so I did take some significant damage from that. By the looks of it. Like the red bar under my, I don't know, ammo count or whatever that thing is supposed to be is not full. Not sure that that's ammo either. It's probably not. Because my understanding with ammo originally was that it's kind of just all on your gun and you don't really get like a HUD thing for it, but I could be wrong. How do you heal? I have no idea. I'm sure there's a way. Probably have to find something to interact with. So I'm just pressing buttons to see if there's anything else I can do. So I still don't have very many options. Live and let live, pal. Alright. Can I do more with these now? But there's these other little thingies here. Seems like it. Gonna wreck it. Alright, I have to interact with the other thing first. Maybe they took the penis to boob land. What the fuck? So that opened another shutter. There's still one more for us to do with, but hold on. Let me see. I'm guessing it's probably just going to be another ramp to nowhere for now. Yeah. So we got to open the main one. Let's see if just using the third final one does that. on down here, little robo buddy. Little flying orifice thing. Alright. Let's go interact with the third one. Such a weird blowjob. I think that's pretty much the tagline for the game. Blowjob went a little too hard. Got gooped. Achievement unlocked 003, but I didn't get 002, I don't think, and this just didn't show up. I missed something. Oh, okay. I think that's just my reaction every time, it's just, whoa. Okay, uh-oh. It's not as long as a fall as I was expecting. Ironic that drowning was surrounded by seamen. No. That was in there a ways. Yeah, right in the chest hole. Alright, so now we're finding people with even more different physiology. Still similar. I guess you're an innie now. I'm just taking it all in. The wind, it almost sounded like crows in the distance. I think it's just wind, but There's like a almost kind of like bird sound to it at one point. Some very far off cawing. Seem to have like a choice in paths. Maybe not. This might be a dead end. This is a dead end. Now, what are you? You look like just the like part of a spaceship or something, or just maybe a piece of some other architecture that's around here, but looks a bit dry. Little dry around here. Use a little precipitation. Have any. No, Booba. Yeah. Indeed. We were in like a Booba factory for a little bit, and then unfortunately the pillar exploded in white goo, and then we woke up on a birth wall. I don't know. I guess it probably wasn't going to let me walk normally down there, so. What are you in the distance? Something's gonna happen eventually. We're not gonna just be wandering around like an empty desert. Well, it's not really empty, but. Found the Grand Canyon. Grab something sweet quickly. Alright. Sounds good. I love that about this stuff too, is that just that like everything is like, this could either be a building, a monument, or a spaceship, and everything looks that way. Like part of a spaceship or something. But like, then the question is like, what are all these? Like little pods? Are they put here for shelter reasons? Are they decorative? And then there's all the meat. Let us approach a little bit. Climb that. I thought it was a ship based on the trailer. It could be. This could be a giant ship. Could just be architecture of some sorts. But we've seen a lot of architecture around here, so. childbirth wall over there. I'm pretty sure my body is still the same as it was before. I don't think it's different looking. Other than I'm just like a little coated in white stuff now. Say the audio design is on point. Yeah, I agree. It's really good. I love the atmosphere, which I should, because that's kind of what the game is supposed to be. It's an atmospheric horror game. Sorry, just adjusting my position in my chair here. I need to get a better office chair. This one's kind of worn out, and it was a cheap one anyway. It's not very sportive. I should break down and spend some money on a good office chair. Certainly not a fucking gaming chair, because they're actually shit for your back. Just get an actual good office chair if you intend to sit in one for a while for streaming or working or whatever, which is a lot of what I have to do. I try not to be quite so sedentary, but when streaming and working and all that kind of stuff sort of requires that I sit at a desk most of the day, it's kind of hard. So I at least need to get like a better chair. Though now that I'm going to be like a little less busy, I can finally start being a little bit better about being more active again, because I was for a while, but it just really fell off for the last several months. Which has only been worse because of the other like health issues that I had, but including COVID, but you know, the ulcer that I was dealing with, and I'm kind of still dealing with that, because you know, for any of you who may be lucky enough, as I was for quite a long time, to have not experienced COVID, it sucks. It's like I'm fully vaccinated, so it could have been worse, but you know, it was not only like a really fucking bad cold, in terms of like the the cold slash flu like symptoms that you'll experience. You know, because those only lasted about a week or so, but they were pretty bad. But the problem is like it just fucks with so many other parts of your body. Like, not, you know, a lot of people have mentioned like the cognitive issues. Like I certainly have had like brain fog issues. Some people don't really have too much trouble sleeping. Like they'll try to sleep through a lot of COVID. Because they'll just be kind of bedridden anyway. But I couldn't. Like I could barely sleep. But yeah, like, so there was a lot of that. But the thing is that like, because of like all the other, it just kind of, it fucks with your immune system, and like it floods your body with like histamines and shit. And just like all of that in general, has like made my ulcer was about at the point where it seemed like it was about healed, and now it feels like it's coming back again. Like it's just literally fucking with different parts of my body. Now all of that is certainly better than like the, you know, if you're vaccinated and stuff, it's, you know, can hopefully help you prevent getting like long COVID, which I think I'm avoiding, but that doesn't mean that there won't be some other lingering effects. Did you get any meds for your ulcer? I didn't like get anything specific from the doctor. We, you know, like at first I just started treating it with like some specific like Pepsid style like antacid, not like the Tums or whatever, like the shit that you take when you have heartburn. Like you don't want like those kind of chalky things. You just want like one of those preventative like acid reducer things. That's what most doctors will prescribe to you when you like are starting to kind of get an ulcer. They'll just say, yeah, take some of this shit, um you know, 1 or 2 times a day, and for a little while, and see if it gets better. The issue for me, like I may yet go to the doctor just to see if I can get like some antibiotics at some point, because an ulcer can be brought on by a few different ways, but usually like, you know, like it can come about through stress and all that kind of stuff, or if you just have like a really poor diet, maybe that like your stomach is sensitive to, and your stomach flora is not like really up to the task of digesting it properly. But in my case, because I'm so prone to headaches and migraines for years, I just was taking far too many, not just painkillers in general, but specifically ibuprofen, and any like NSAIDs like that are terrible for your stomach. And so like over the years, not only have I tried to take less of it, but I started trying to be better about like, um, only having it with like a meal or something like that if I could. And nowadays, I just don't even take it at all. Like if I have to take something, I'll take like some Tylenol or something, some acetaminophen, um, something that's a little less harsh on the stomach. But yeah, it fucks up your stomach, and it causes like whether it's the lining or otherwise, like just some aspect of your stomach become kind of weaker, and then there's a lot of bacteria in your stomach that's present, for generally most people. And it's not to suggest that that's always the case when you get an ulcer, but it is common that it's a bacterial infection, from that stuff that's just naturally occurring in your stomach that stays with you. But if it ever ends up in that situation where like your stomach becomes weakened from that like frequent uh, use of like that kind of medication or otherwise, the bacteria can take root and cause like an ulcer to form. And then at that point, sometimes the only way to even get rid of the ulcer is really to get antibiotics. The only issue for me, part of the reason I'd like to avoid it, is because antibiotics also fuck up your gut flora more. So if I have to, like if it's the only way to like fully eradicate that shit out of my stomach, then I will. But I'm just trying at this point to like improve my stomach health in general. So I'm assuming this shit's just closed, but it looks like we have a door over there we can go in. And I was really expecting for something like while we were traversing this big desert landscape for something to like pop out at us eventually, but kind of just eventually made our way into the structure here. For me, like it's not just the ibuprofen. Like I'm sure stress played a part because it happened like at a time. Hello. It happened at a time like when I've been, just under like kind of a lot of stress from work and a number of things, just trying to adhere to like some schedule stuff that just wasn't really working. Okay. By the way, I don't have my power drill dough anymore, so maybe I'll get another one. I'm assuming I'll get another face gun thingy at some point. Either that or I just can't pull it out at the moment. Hello. Okay, so you're here. I guess we're gonna have to deal with you in some fashion. Maybe we just, or you'll just run away from me. Yes. But yeah, so to finish what I was saying though, like I was taking Pepsid for a while, but the thing is like you can't stay on that shit forever because it has a tendency to kind of like fuck with other aspects of your digestion. Like it was starting to like really irritate my intestines, so I was just like, okay, I'm trying to like wean myself off of this stuff. And we just happen to have like some omeprazole too, which I tried. It's a proton pump inhibitor, and I had a lot of success. Like I took it for like 3 days, just like a single one, right? Like at night before I went to bed, and it takes a few days to kind of like help with your stomach, and it did. But here's the problem with omeprazole or a lot of other proton pump inhibitors. Not only do many proton pump inhibitors have several side effects, but omeprazole and some of the other ones that I would use for this kind of stuff also specifically trigger headaches and migraines. So, the first day I took it, I had a pretty bad headache when I got up the following day. That lasted all day, but I could deal. The second day was a normal day and I felt okay, but then by the third day, so after the final dose that I took, I had one of the worst migraines that I've had in many years. Like, not so much specifically on the pain level side of it. Like, it was painful, like really bad, but not the worst I've ever experienced in terms of pain. But I felt ill, like I was poisoned, like the entire fucking day. Um, I was throwing up like constantly. So yeah, I basically just can't take that shit because, you know, I'm basically just trading one problem for another, arguably worse problem. Okay, some weird stuff in here. I can't tell. Kind of looks like it wants me to interact with this thing, but then like I can't. There's like a line through it if I'm doing it from here. But it's like I step at a certain angle and it looks like it wants to do it, but then it doesn't. So maybe I think I need something, but I'll come back. There might be other proton pump inhibitors. Like if I talk to my doctor, maybe there's like something else that's not so bad. The only other one I like read up on, I forget which one it was, but there was one that didn't really have migraine so much as a listed side effect, but it had like a million other side effects listed, and I was like, I don't know, man, maybe it's just not worth it. Sir, been eating this, thank you. Sorry about your head. Okay, I have like a key. Not a weapon, I assume. Puzzle. I did all that to put something else into the key, like a little orb thingy. Oh, it's still in my hand. I didn't realize. See, I love details like this in the game where they show that your character just has this stuff instead of them just like sticking it up their ass and then you just pull it out every once in a while. Especially since our character clearly does not have any like clothes or pockets or anything, except for maybe his chest hole, the old prison wallet. The chussy. Yeah, I'll figure this ulcer out fully at some point. Like it was already kind of on the way out. It just sucks because you guys know that I love not only eating food but making food, and the last like several weeks, well, month really, I haven't really been able to really do much of that because I've been like trying to just eat like a very minimal, kind of bland diet to sort of help the ulcer heal up and just keep my stomach as like untaxed as possible. But you know, it's slow going and it's still just like has issues. I still drink coffee, but I used to do like 2 cups a day. Now I'm only doing like one, which is fine. That part I don't mind so much. It's not so bad to just have a little less caffeine. Okay, so that's a bunch of stuff. Wait. Your ulcers heal soon? Yeah, I hope so too. I miss being able to eat a lot of the stuff that I like to eat more regularly. Okay, I'm not taking that out. It just sort of gets taken out automatically, so no way I'm going to be able to run to that to do anything in time, so we just have to see what else see what else we can do here with this, I guess. So using a different one than ibuprofen, just because it's not as harsh on the stomach, but only be taken occasionally for maximum a week in a row. Use it when it's absolutely necessary. Yeah, no, I feel you. I've, over the years, I've made a lot of steps to try to just, like, do better with overall, like, diet, activity, etc. Like, I've always, like, struggled with weight and stuff like that, but it's not really about that so much as just that certain foods and, eating habits or lack of sleep and all these, like, a big variety of things that cause me to have, like, headaches regularly. And even if I'm perfect about all that stuff, I still get headaches. I just get them less frequently. Because it's just a thing. Like, there's not really any way for me to just, like, fully avoid them when there's just, like, some other, like, probably, I don't know, neurological issue at play. But so we go that way. I guess it's really just the one direction. Plenty of sleep really helps with digestion. It does. It depends. Like, I feel like an old man, but, like, lately I've been trying to eat, like, dinner earlier in the day because my stomach is so fucked up, or has been for so long. Like, I can't eat very late anymore without it potentially causing issues with my digestion. And that's the thing. It's like part of the reason why it's, like, caused issues with the ulcers. Like, I'll go to bed, like, hours after eating still, but then it's like I'll get heartburn in the middle of the night or something, like some acid reflux or some shit. And it's not like a constant thing or anything like that, but, like, it's just that I notice, especially with, and I fucking love spicy food, um, that's why I, like, make so much, like, Mexican and various other styles of cuisine that tend to be on the spicy side, but, it would really suck for me if I couldn't eat that kind of stuff anymore. And if I have to, like, take a Pepsid or something before I eat that sort of stuff, it's not the end of the world. I'm not happy about it, but I just don't want to be, consuming that shit all the time because it's not great for, like, my intestines and stuff. So I am trying to find other ways to kind of, like, improve my overall gut health. Just the gut biome in general probably needs to just be worked on a bit. And, yeah, getting more sleep, probably being a little more active than I have been and stuff like that, being a little less stressed out. All those things will help contribute to that stuff. Dude in this one? Oh. Okay. Say choose a tunnel device. Very nice. Let's go to the left one. Heartburn while you're sleeping is the worst. Sorry, I keep pausing every once in a while because I have to cough. Just trying to get some of the shit out of my lungs, but sir? Oh. So here's the thing. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm not the same person. Because we just sort of woke up in a weird wall pod thing in a completely different location. I don't know if this is a memory, if it's a different person entirely, if we're the same consciousness but we got transferred somewhere else. But we don't only not have our drill dough, we don't even have the hand thingy anymore. We got 2 rings around it now. I also thought about the other person thing. Yeah. I keep sliding down in my chair. I need a new chair so bad. Have you ever tried fasting? I use it to practice. I used to practice it all the time. It supposedly improves gut health and digestive health. I do to an extent. It depends. Like with streaming, it's kind of difficult, and I haven't been streaming much for a while now, obviously. But you know, the thing of it is that the time that I want to stream and stuff like that, it's hard for me to not eat kind of early in the day. Um, if I want to stream like kind of late morning, early afternoon, you know, for a handful of hours, because if I wait, if I do that, like if I don't eat and then I stream, and I go for like several hours, then I'm gonna end up not only being hungry during my stream, but like by the time I'm done, it's gonna be like, well, it's only a couple hours till dinner or something, so I'm gonna be like, should I even bother eating now? And it's not healthy for me because like I know, like blood sugar is probably a little low. I'm not feeling great because I've just gone so long without eating. Now, normally, otherwise, what I'll sometimes do is like the intermittent fasting at the very least, um, and just kind of, you know, if I ate dinner kind of early the night before or whatever, then I won't do breakfast. I'll just kind of wait until like late morning, early afternoon to eat, like around the time that I would stream. Um, and then that way I've effectively not eaten for like 16 hours or something like that, or more sometimes. Fermented food, yeah, yeah. I made kimchi a while back. I haven't eaten very much of it because like I wanted it to help. I didn't make it specifically to help with the gut stuff, but we could probably make that. But just since I don't know how to heal yet and stuff, let me not risk that just yet, because there might be a way that we're supposed to shut it off anyway. It can be exhausting doing it all of a sudden. It really messes with your schedule. It just depends, because I honestly don't mind like skipping breakfast and all that kind of stuff. In fact, it's kind of like something I just sort of took naturally to anyway. So at least with like the intermittent fasting, like I don't mind doing that. That's fairly easy for me. It's just something I have to be careful with if it's going to be like on a stream day, because I have to like either maybe try to eat a snack like right as I'm about to go live, or like in the middle of my stream, like just take a, you know, and you know me, like I'm bad about taking breaks. Um but like maybe just take like a short break to snack so that I'm at least getting something in my system so that I'm not I'm not like, staring at a screen with kind of like low blood sugar or whatever for hours. Because it's not very healthy if you just entirely forget to eat. Um, as far as like other types of fasting, I have done other types of fasting. I've also done like, cleanses and stuff, although not really anything like that so much recently. Okay, what do we got? Is there anything else in here? So these weird, like, unopened flower pod things actually have people in them, or did someone just crawl into this one? I don't know. Just more ways for people to be born in this world. I don't know. It's always gonna be white goo, doesn't it? This world is fueled by cum. Alright, let me stop the fan. Figured that was coming eventually. Oh, wait. Is that a... Oh, hey. Wait, what if that's my old body? So we have a parasite on me. Okay, I just got achievement 004. It has limbs, and it looked like there was like a face and stuff attached. Like it was a parasite attached to something, or like a mutation from like a old body. But the fact that it has the we've got this thing back. I'm wondering if that was like, was that the old us? It's still attached to me right now. Where's my shadow? Doesn't really look all that different. I guess it's like really pressed to myself or something. I was assuming we need to find a way to get rid of it, but now I'm not certain. Is this the... Did we stop more than one fan, or just this fan? Because, like... It seems like a different one. But this one also has multiple directions to go. Alright, this is back here. I still don't have my hand key thingy, so I can't open that other thing that we came across, but I've got... Unless I can use... Ah, it's got one, too. You can see it on the wrist there. I wonder... Is there limited ammo? No, there's like a limit to how many times in a row you can fire. Like it's got pressure that it builds up, but... Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Show you. So on the right, when I'm aiming, there's like a little white bar there, and you can see a couple little notches to tell you where you're at. So if I aim and I fire, it kind of goes down to 1, but you can see the pressure kind of builds back up then. Maybe I can upgrade it to be able to do a 3rd time. I'm a little curious. I don't know if I should really try to go back for this, but I just want to see if... Oh, that... Okay, never mind. We can't go back now. Or wait, that's not where we came from. We came from here. So there was that. I just want to see if I go back to... Which one was it? That one is the body, so it would be this one. One of them had a, like one of the hand key thingies. I just want to see if somehow our little parasite here will feel like opening that for us. I'm assuming it won't, but I'm just curious. Nope. Okay. Kung Pao gives Enter the Fist a new meaning. Yeah. Let it do. Okay, we did that one. Just head back. I don't know about y'all, but I'm honestly having a blast with this game. This is great. I know puzzle games and stuff like that aren't everybody's cup of tea, but... And obviously not everyone's going to be into, like, the brutal body horror type stuff. But, I'm loving it. Definitely very atmospheric horror. It's kind of right up my alley with this sort of art design. Alright, so we did that one. I guess we just go this way now. Not usually a big fan of body horror, but it is Spooktober. That's fair. Oh, here we go. I'll probably try to do some other spooky games with what's left for this month if we do manage to finish this, but I don't know if I'll get around to doing much before October's over, because honestly, the Resident Evil Village DLC comes out on the 28th. So I'll probably be doing that. I'll hopefully be like more or less finished with this by then. Okay, come full circle. But I want to go back to that key door now. We still can't do anything with that, I assume. I don't know if this is really faster or slower, but I'm just going to go this way. Been pretty bad at consuming horror this October, so it's more horror the better. Yeah. I never really feel the need to only play horror games in October, especially since sometimes stuff doesn't come out in October. Like, Callisto Protocol's coming out in December, and I'm obviously going to fucking play that shit. Being a big fan of the OG Dead Space, there was kind of like no way I wasn't going to end up getting that one. Resident Evil 4 Remake comes out in March, I think. It's this way, I think. I also I want to play Resident Evil 2 remake again. There is a badly translated mod for it, so I might do a modded playthrough. Throw on the bad translation stuff and maybe some other silly mods for it or something just for fun. Not that that's really gonna be spooky, but you know. That's what I figured. I was like, we've been through all these other tunnels, so the one that's blocked up is the only one that makes sense for something new to happen at them. Just pump it up full of some acid, I guess. Little built-in drain cleaner whenever you get a little body clog in there. Usually naturally a bit extra in October since there's usually some extra content. Yeah, I mean there's usually like spooky games that come out in October, and you know, it's spooky month, everybody wants to do scary stuff, so it's always a good time. Like I'll probably want to play more Phasmophobia at some point, see if I can convince anybody to check out all the new updates and stuff for that. Maybe Charlie and Moisty will want to play it again. I only get I don't need to be able to see shit to do puzzles. Come on now. So we have this thing done. I'm gonna guess maybe we take it back to where we got the key now and plug it back in there. As we stalk through this place, I keep expecting something to like pop out of me still, but I'm like, no, why would that happen? We've already got the parasite on us. So maybe it'll suddenly try to consume us a little bit more. It's pretty nicely stuck in there. So we can just expect to slowly get fused over time. Okay, so come out like right. Oh, well, I guess we can just go this way, I think. Yeah, okay. It's not where we picked it up, it's here is where we need to put it. rotate them like that. Let's see. The final one has to be able to go all the way to the left. Alright. Not too bad. What happens if we... I don't know if I want to... I'm supposed to do something with these. Okay. I had to see. Oh, we get the key thingy. Oh, and this, right, I've seen this in some of the clips. That, I think, holds, like, your... some help? I think it holds your spare ammo and maybe, like, what you use to heal yourself with. Okay, so we have another friend, maybe. Or are you just asleep / dead? Oh, sick. Our one of our extra hands is holding it for us. Okay. So our parasite is sort of a friend. Had to see. All right. I guess we're done with this now. That doesn't want to do anything else. So, well, we got the key thingy. So I guess let's go open some shit. Right? Is it this way or the other way? I wonder if we'll eventually make our way all the way back to the beginning of the game, because there was a key door there too, but... See, so it's got like its little symbol or like a lit up orb on it to let you know that it's the matching type, maybe? So it's just the way it always looks. What a nice time of day it is out there. Extra hands would be so nice. I suppose. It kind of depends on where they're coming from and how well they work with the rest of your body, I suppose. You know, if you just got like 4 arms like Ranny or fucking Goro or some shit, you know. I can definitely see having extra limbs as being advantageous for certain things, but although you'd have to get like custom made clothing all the time. Here's one thing. I guess I don't save the game, it just sort of saves itself. I don't know when exactly I want to, like, call it a day. Probably sometime soonish, because I don't want to try to go too late. Maybe when it's about 2 o'clock, so another 30 minutes from now, but because then we'll have been going for about 3 hours. I do want to start trying to do, like, some longish streams again, but maybe not for the first time back. Oh, okay. See, now you're not being so much of a friend. Can you stop tearing up my insides, please? And just hold the thing? Thank you. Okay, those are like healing orbs, healing juice. I don't really know how I use them. I'm not really that hurt, so I'm not gonna use it right now. Rude parasite. Can't use it again right now. Oh, okay. The little orbs on my bar represent how many, like, heals I have. Oh, shit. Okay. Sure is nice having all these extra hands. I don't really know how I heal yet. If I can. I can look at my inventory. Hold on. It says R1. Okay. Woo-hoo. Yeah, see, this looks like the beginning of the game. So when the Cumsplosion happened, maybe that was our old body and we woke up in a new body, assuming this is the same person, or same consciousness or whatever. I kind of feel like the parasite that's around our body might be our old body. It might not be, but it did have our weapon and a hand key. And while it did look sort of weird and lizard serpent like, if you looked close on the neck, it looked like there was like a human face, or, you know, not human, but like what was left of a humanoid skull and face, like towards its neck, like it was a parasite that, or, you know, a body that had mutated into something else. So I still kind of feel like it was our old body, or at least whoever we were playing before, if this is a new person. But this kind of looks like, you know, where we came from. It just looks like a bunch of time passed, you know. I wonder if little baby man is around here somewhere. I'm not sure he'd still be alive if he is, but unless little baby man is the parasite. Maybe. Considering there's a choice that you make with him, I do wonder, since I didn't get the 002 achievement, I'm wondering if it has anything to do with that choice. I got the 001 achievement. I like that the developers are very vague with their achievements, by the way. Like, they didn't even give them names, they just gave them numbers so that you couldn't, like, suss out what the achievements meant and what you were supposed to do to get them. It really kind of lends to the whole mysterious nature of this game. But I was just, pondering about us returning to the beginning of the game earlier, and it kind of feels like that's what we're doing. So we can use our key. A lot of blood in here. Yeah, see, here's what I'm talking about. This is what I thought too. Like, so our key's not gonna work because I remember seeing like way back when in like an early development clip, they had showed like these little orbs or whatever in your key. Yeah, they had a different key design. They had multiple different key designs in early concept and development stuff for this game. Like, I don't even think the hand key thing was like a thing for quite a while. I think they added that later. But the little like handheld key thing, like that had a completely different look originally. Kind of a similar shape, but it was more like palm, like it fit in your palm. Okay, we're gonna start getting some other enemies, I guess. What's this way? Okay, we need that. Well, does this do something before we? No, we do need that. Oh no. Okay, we copied it. So we have the key. Fleshy. We went left to at first, right? Like we just loop back around. Or did we go right first? Hold on. Any baby men's around? Hey, baby. Oh, right, there was a door. Well, I guess we might as well open it. There's an enemy. Alright, hold on. I think I just want to go over this way and check it out, because I'm sure this was supposed to be like the introduction, like, oh hey, enemies, probably. Maybe. We'll certainly deal with that other one if we need to. A lot of fleshy stuff. I don't think I can quite reach you. I love the idea of it being like just with the current theory of time having elapsed, whether we're playing a different person or we transferred our consciousness somehow. I just, the sense that we're still in the same place or have made our way back to the same place, but now a bunch of time has passed and everything's even more different than it would, you know, even more fucked up than it was before. Alright, friend, I know you're in here, at least you were. I think a lot of the notion with this game is that you want to maybe not rely too much on combat. Some things especially are going to be very dangerous for you. But with that said, I don't want to necessarily leave certain things alive. Could be another little, like, gun pod or something. Maybe we'll get another weapon. Also, this shit's probably going to be about as survival horror as it gets, so I'm expecting that when we do get a gun, it's probably going to have extremely limited ammo for the entire game. I love the mechanics of these, like, creatures, too. They just sort of, like, link and fuse themselves together to make fleshy tubes and shit. Stay down. I hear another one. It's gonna get up. Tanky son of a bitch. He didn't hurt us for as much as I was expecting, so that's something at least. We're not too badly damaged. We can still operate this. I guess maybe we need to. I thought it was going to be just so we could, like, get through the door. Maybe we need that, actually, to stay the other way. I'm not sure. Let me just come back for the moment. We can also mess with this one. Maybe we need the upper level to be aligned, because that one's just staying closed, I think. Is there anything else I can do while I'm in here? Doesn't really seem like it. Maybe we just needed to clear the stringy stuff. I mean, it's possible. I honestly have no idea. See, now the upper level looks more open. So I think the fact that it still lets us interact with it means that we probably will have reason to change it again later, but Since we can't really do much with this area right now, I think we want the upper level to be opened up like that. Oh, hello. He's got tracking. Okay. Fuck you. Wonder how you get the finisher thing to work. That healed me for more than I was expecting it to. Okay, see, I thought it was only going to be one, like 1 for 1, so I should definitely... That did sound like the deep nest sound. You're right. The spawn for, I forget which bug it is. Is it the really big ones, or is it the like spiders that just sort of like appear floating? The big ones with the, yeah, the big ones with the white mask. Okay, that's what I was thinking too, but so we still can't go anywhere there. Let me try going back this other way. This in way. Ah, okay. This is that area. So I just want to make sure this stuff is open. I think I went this way before. I don't think I went this way, though. So this way was blocked previously. I think the other way we were able to go originally. Yeah, because it was already, like, open by default. Just changed it so we could go in the other direction. So this is a lot of, like, the area that they showed off, like, pretty early on in development. Not that all the... I mean, there's plenty of new stuff here, too, but... Oh, parasite, stop. He's actually hurting me, too, so... I do wonder, like, what if that is the little man from the beginning, right? Like, if we killed him, would there even be a parasite? There probably would be, because I think we need multiple hands. But I do wonder. Okay. I'm trying to take, like, a closer look at some of these things before we, like, mess with them, just in case you can, like, maybe kill it before you end up aggroing it, but... Since all we have is a little power drill thingy. I was gonna say there was like a door here, but can't do anything with this right now. can't really sneak, as I would kind of like to. Oh, come on. Give me the impression that shit's much shorter range, and then it's like suddenly done. Can't. Okay. Couldn't get by him. Stuck on something. Keep trying to like juke past him and it's not working. It wouldn't be so bad if the cooldown on this gun wasn't like, it takes a while to be able to use it again after your 2 attacks. Alright, that's all my heals. Kind of wish I hadn't used the first one. But oh well. Just managed to play a little bit better, it might be okay. I just don't really have any other means of like defending myself. It's kind of just attack. There's no there's not really any good ways to like counter or anything with this, so I mean it's really kind of what I expected. Just have to be like really careful and try to pick your timings. The thing is, we're probably still going to want to use this weapon a lot, even if we do get a gun sometime soon. Oh, here. Okay. You're a biggin'? Ooh, okay. Kind of forget about me. To get like an orb in the direction of this thing, I think, because I don't think there is anything for this to grab yet. What's this one Alright, so we're back here with this thingy, but we can, if we go back the other way through that, can we align it somehow? Just keeps going this way. Alright. So that's something. I'm not sure what we're supposed to do with this just yet. Let's go back down. Alright, so we came from that way. I think there might have been more stuff over there, but let me check over here real quick. Oh shit, is that? Okay. just flinging acid or whatever at me. That's not the end of the world. I thought it was going to be that, like, weird psychic one that just kills you just from looking at it. Oh good, we found a health machine. Just 2, but that's better than nothing. I wonder if they recharge at all. I'm guessing they don't, but maybe. It looks like I can have like a maximum of 8. Yeah. Got a number of boys around here. Can't hit you. Yet. Alright, so there's that. I'm gonna end up waking up some shit, and there's gonna be a bunch of enemies in my way, probably. So we still need to figure out. There's like yet another orb thing to use to maneuver all these things along to the proper places, but we gotta find it in the first place. Thing is, it's all it's all cooped up. I feel like this game kind of just goes on and on, doesn't it? Right, so that's obviously going to do something. Let me put a pin in that for a moment. I'm a little hesitant because I'm going to end soon, so I don't want to necessarily start any like huge sequences that I'm going to be in the middle of, or you know, a big combat sequence or something that I might, you know, if there's just like a bunch of enemies I have to deal with. I guess that's a dead end, so at least for now. Alright, well that means we only have the one way to go, I think. Let's go see what this is gonna do. Hopefully there won't be too many enemies at the same time. I think unless you lure them into each other, there's probably not going to be too many scenarios where you have to fight more than one thing, at least before you get a gun, anyway. Once you have a gun, that's a different story, but when they leave you with only the melee weapon and they know that you have very little means of avoiding damage, I think they probably wouldn't throw too many at you at once. Okay. so easy to miss with this thing. Wouldn't expect that. At least it's easy to miss when you're trying to maneuver like around shit quickly, but I mean, if I can get through a single combat with an enemy and only get hit like once, that's not so bad. There's more health at least. Filled up quite a bit. How many do we have now? 7? 6. Okay, well, you're up here now, so what does that do for me? There's like no avoiding it if they go for like an extra attack. Oh, come on, don't do that shit. I hate this so much. So, there's this little issue that this game has. If you put your weapon down when you get near a wall or something, you put your weapon down if you get like too close to a wall sometimes, but the problem is that keeps happening when I'm trying to like do this kind of combat with these enemies. And it doesn't matter if you're already aiming, it'll still do it. But the problem is that then a little glitch occurs that when I go to put my weapon, I'll try to bring it back up by like moving away from the wall a little bit. I go to shoot or, stab, and it just does nothing. It just is like, what are you trying to do? So I just end up getting hit, because the only way to like avoid getting hit is to like kind of damage them before they can attack. Those things again. For watching. Oh, no worries. Hey, Aura, how's it going? Welcome in. Good to see you. Oh, Marcus, thank you so much for the raid. Hello, everybody. This is very likely to be rather different than what you were just watching. Hi, everyone. It's been a bit since I last streamed. Thank you so much for the raid, dude. Can't be watching the spooky stuff. Yeah, I don't blame you. Thank you for the sub too, dude. The 29 months. Welcome back. Goodness me. How was the rest of your stream?
I can't be watching this spooky stuff.
I hope you guys enjoyed some OG Demon Souls. It's always a good time. hope y'all are having a good weekend so far. My voice is still a little bit froggy. I'm kind of just getting over COVID now, with a few lingering effects yet, but not too bad at least. But yeah, good to see y'all. This is Scorn. If you're not familiar, it is a it recently came out. It is a, we'll call it a H.R. Geiger inspired atmospheric horror game. It's kind of puzzly based, if you will. There is combat. It is challenging, but it's not really a shooter so much. Meat
I
mist.
got
Yeah,
it.
that's actually kind of accurate. Zach, how's it going? Viewer discretion is advised. Yeah, I would say so. All right, let's tear open another patch of these thingies.
Bobo, Barima!
All right, I hear danger. There is danger. Oh, there's more than one. Okay, that's bad. Yeah, thank you all, by the way, so much for the follows. I appreciate it. Welcome in. I think we're gonna want to try to avoid these guys if we can. They're gonna, maybe they won't chase me that far. Question is this the one that I damaged already, or is it the other one? Okay, maybe don't do this for too long, because that other one's coming. I don't think those dogs are doing too good. Yeah, I don't think so either. To be honest. Oh no, I only had one charge. What the heck, his head was floating. This gun, yeah, I know. It's I hesitate to call it a gun, but you know, it stabs things. Okay. Well, we got out of that. Okay. All right, so that is that the wheel that we, yeah, okay, that's the orb thingy or sphere thing that we needed. I'm gonna run into one of the really big alien dog thingies, the penetrator. Yeah. There's another one of those. At some point I know I'm gonna run into another one of those, or big ones that we kind of saw before. What does this do? Okay, so it raised back up, but I think it cleared that spot though. Oh, I see. It just keeps going. Nope, we can't interact with the other two right now. We can't go that way. It's blocked off. So let's go back this way. And I do love watching Marcus play some Demon Souls. It always kind of makes me want to revisit. I mean, I've never actually had the chance to play the original. My brother very briefly owned, I shouldn't say briefly, I think he might still own a PS3, but the only game I really played on it, I think, was God of War 3. Well, like for a brief time that we were living together. So So yeah, I just never really ended up actually playing the original myself. I did play the remake. I enjoyed it. But I could get why like it wasn't exactly everyone's favorite if you were a fan of the original. At this point, all right, it's there. If they could do a good job with it, I wouldn't necessarily mind like a Blue Point remake of something like Bloodborne, maybe, just so that something can happen with that game. Still baffles me how these switches look satisfying since you insert stuff. It is it's an interesting game, let's say, to say the least. Okay, I'm not exactly lost, but this area is rather labyrinthian for sure. It's gonna take me a moment to figure out exactly which direction they want me to go now that I've unlocked that thing. It's a vegetarian's nightmare. I don't know. I mean, it's like an alien planet, you know. Maybe these things are considered vegetable matter. Maybe not vegan, but quite make it. What's our parasite doing? Our extra pair of arms, just chilling down there, not currently trying to dig out the rest of my intestines yet, but I don't know if I should be backtracking this far or not, but I did run into an enemy I hadn't previously encountered, so maybe that's a good sign. Okay, so that was moved. So we can't go this way. What's the story so far? Yeah, so you wake up as kind of like a weird sort of humanoid alien man on this weird unexplained planet. Not really sure if it's like a completely fallen civilization or what. You solve some puzzles and I think we experienced like a time jump because I think we've come back to a place sort of that we were kind of to previously, and now it's like even more taken over by all these like fleshy growths and creatures and stuff that we didn't really previously see. But yeah, so far there's not really like a big explanation to the story yet. It's just really very atmospheric. I don't think I can reach you up there, but as long as you're chilling up there, I don't really care. Yeah, we might be a different guy. I'm not sure if we're the same. I think we're in a different body. It looks more or less the same, but after the time period, we sort of woke up in a completely different place, kind of, in a little birthing pod sort of thing. So we're either a different character or we I don't think there's anything I need to get that's past you. I've just been trying to run by this guy so we don't get sniped with acid, but so this is tapped out. We can't do anything with that anymore. We brought the thing, we moved it place to place. Can't go any further this way, right? It's blocked off. I probably just missed a turn somewhere. Oh, here we go. This opens now. Alright. Parasite, please. Come on now. If I recall, the artist has a thing for making things like this, which is why it's themed like so. I mean, yeah, it makes sense. Like I said, it's, you know, obviously kind of like taking some inspiration from like the work of, or the art of H.R. Giger, however that's properly pronounced. You know, which if you've ever seen like Alien, that was obviously, wait, can I get a gun? I think we're getting a gun. Yeah, that's a gun, alright. I have, I think, 0 ammo in it at the moment. Yes. This holds ammo. That's that's cool. Alright, now how do I reload this thing? This? Okay. Very slow and methodically. It holds 5, 6 shots. Okay. I was not expecting it to give me like a little HUD thing for the ammo, because based on their original clips of the game when they were working on it, like it looked like you would kind of have to just like check to see how much ammo you had, like you would just remember. Because honestly, originally I thought this game was gonna have 0 HUD, like whatsoever, except and just you know, you'd just be looking down to see what was on you effectively. So I don't really mind that they added a HUD. Controller aim. I just, yeah, okay. I heard this other one behind me and I was like, I need to move. Look this analog stick up a little too high. Did they just combine? That just looked weird. Just trying to like trying to get it to aim. It just takes a while. Alright, first off, let's use a heal. Wait, there was like a way that I can like that. I'm trying to switch back to the pokey poke because I don't want to use all my ammo. I know we're gonna need it, like long run probably. That's not good. That's not good. I thought there was one more of these guys, not 2. Like one big boy and one small boy. You're still not dead. Keep expecting him to track, and it doesn't. That is some not great play. All right, let's switch back. I keep forgetting how to do it. Is it gonna let me? Or... There we go. I don't know if that's really the most efficient way to switch, just the way I've been doing it. There should be one more yet, but alone for the moment. I think if you hold down heal, we'll continue to use charges so you don't have to go pip by pip. Alright, good to know. Good to know. Right, so this thingy. Does that lock that? I don't think I've done it. They're all lit up. Unless maybe the center one needs to be too. Oh, I see. There's a middle... There's like two for the middle. How do I see. Too many times. I'm too COVID brain to think about this shit right now. Need to lock. So we have our second, like, little key thingy. Can't even get off on these other levels yet. I guess until we use the key, but Okay. Let me go plug this one in. And I think probably call it there because we've been going for almost 3.5 hours now. Wanted to give it a little bit of extra time since Marcus and y'all came in. So that opens up a path on the side there. In theory, I don't know if there's anything special we have to do to save the game. We're out of heals. We have 8 shots left in our pistol. I'm gonna just put myself down here. And then hopefully we'll assume that means that the game will save itself. Alright. Right about there. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. I've got, unfortunately, some stuff I gotta do yet today before it gets too late. If I'm feeling up to it, like not too sick or anything, I might try to stream tomorrow. Not that weekends are specifically the days that I want to stream. I do want to try to get back to some weekly streams. I'm just a little less likely to be inconvenienced by like work stuff over the weekend is all. So um, while I'm trying to get back into the like swing of work related stuff, that might be kind of the some of the here and there streams will probably be weekends, but yeah, we'll see. All right, hold up. Stupid windowed mode or full screen. I mean. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it there, guys. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I super appreciate it. It's been a while since I've been able to stream. I've been super busy with work, but like I said, I do intend to try to get back into it here and there. Um, yeah. So in the meantime, take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will hopefully see y'all soon. And yeah, maybe we'll try to finish up this game on the next stream or two, and we'll get into some other stuff as well. But yeah. All right. Take care, y'all. Later.